Welcome to the Fringe! The show you're seeing is just one part of a week-long festival of amazing performances. Please get fringy and see more shows. Check out the website to see what other great stuff is happening. We've gone entirely virtual this year, except for a few random acts of Fringe, and those will all be outdoors, distance, and safe. We'd love to hear about your favorite shows and fringy moments, so you can share them with us on the closing night Zoom party, Sunday, January 24th at 7 p.m., and you'll have a chance to vote for your fringe favorites in multiple categories. We would like to thank profusely our sponsors of this year's Asheville Fringe Arts Festival, with a special shout out to the BB Theater, Asheville FM, and the Magnetic Theater. Thank you for your love and support, and thank you for attending the Asheville Fringe Arts Festival, and enjoy the show!
Greetings! It is I, Toybox, America's favorite cartoon witch, here to bring you another exciting episode of the Wham, Bam, Puppet Slam, live and in person. This is really me talking to you in real time through the internet. Who's excited for the show tonight? Anyone out there? Lots of comments coming through. Well, I know that I'm excited to be here once again as part of the Asheville Fringe Festival. I believe I've been part of the festival for over a decade. That's more than 10 years for some of you out there that are a little slow. I see Charlie's in the audience. Now, should we begin? Before we begin, a bit of housekeeping. Everyone, please turn off your cell phones, unless you're watching the show on a cell phone, but turn off all your noisy devices so you don't disrupt the audience. There are no flash photography during this show tonight. These are, regular things that we say before we do a live show. Live for you tonight. Also, I would like to say that if you enjoyed the show, please be sure afterwards to tell your friends to visit the Asheville Fringe Festival and buy tickets for other shows. There's lots of exciting things happening. And, tell your friends to see our show because it's quite magnificent. And if you would like, down in the description below, you can find a little link to my online store where you can add a little tip. You can give us even more money to some of the performers, and then we'll split all that. There's a donate button for the Wham Bam Puppet Slam, so we can spread that out and pay our performers even more. Because they're surely worth it, and you're about to see why. Now, let's begin, shall we? I say we begin with a little visit from one of my dear and special friends. It's none other than the Candy Witch.
Oh, so she's one of those creepy ladies who lives in a shack in the woods? I've heard this story before.
No, it's not like that. She's magical. She grants wishes to anyone who leaves their best candy out for her.
Dude, that's absurd. What does she even do with all that candy? I'm just here for the jelly belly.
Trick or treat. Thank you.
Thanks.
She spins it in the cotton candy clouds that make candy rain.
Well, I've never seen any candy rain. Trick or treat! Thanks.
Thank you. But that's the whole thing. There's been a drought because nobody leaves their candy out for her anymore. That's why she needs our donation.
Candy storm drought? Donations? It's a scam. The Candy Witch is just a myth.
Trick or treat. Thank you.
You expect me to leave my best candy for some imaginary candy fairy who can control the weather? I mean, just eat the candy yourself. You earned it. Hey, wait. Can I borrow your skateboard?
Well... Are you gonna donate any candy tonight?
What the? Hey! Hey there! Do you need some help?
Oh, man. I tripped over my cape and fell down, and all my candy got lost down the drain, and my mom's gonna be so bummed. She stayed up all night making my costume, and now it's ripped, and worst of all, now I have nothing to leave for the candy witch, and she's gonna turn me into meatloaf
Whoa,
for sure.
whoa,
And oh, man,
okay,
my mom
okay,
would be so
here,
sad if I
here,
turned
just-
to meatloaf.
just take
But my
mine.
little
It's
brother
that
might
important
think
to
it was funny. He doesn't really like to eat meatloaf, and he was just Oh, gee, thanks, mister. Wow, holy cow, this is a pretty great haul. Look at all those peanut butter cups.
Dear Candy Witch, here is my best and favorite candy. I wish there was some way to prove to my friends that you are real. Yours truly, Carl.
Happy Halloween, y'all. You've been listening to the sounds of Lou Garou. And I want to remind y'all to lend a helping hand to my little candy witch tonight. I shall turn your meatballs straight in the spoon.
And look at this. She left me this handwritten letter. Check it out. Dear Carl, thank you for your generous contribution to our Candy Cloud project. We are now closer than ever to meeting our goal. Happy Halloween.
Candy Cloud Project? This looks like your mom's handwriting. No, you are cut off. seat that fell out of an airplane. That happens all the time.
We are Javasio, we are Zita, Walizita, why they love me, Manita, was it up on when they wanida, they love oh, yeah, oh, well, when you oh, yeah, Where they go, where they go, ha ha ho 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 ho, ha ho 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 ho, money da, where they la bom, where they where they da home, they la ha 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 Where they go, where they go, ha ha ho 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 ho, ha ho 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 ho, money da, where they la bom, where they where they da home, they la ha 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 ha. Yeah, oh yeah, oh, well there I well yeah, oh yeah, we so many of the we are Java CEO, we are Zita, Lizita, where they go, where they go, ha ha ho 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 ho, money da, where they la bom, when they da home, they la ha ha ha. Oh yeah, oh, well there I well yeah, oh yeah, oh, yeah,
Well, is everyone having a good time here at the Puppet Slam tonight? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. If you're enjoying our show, maybe you'll see your name pop up in the little corner there. Cracking me up. That's a good one from Zen. That's very clever. Speaking of clever, we had a bunch of very, very fascinating pieces there in our last set. We began with a piece called The Candy Witch from our good friends from Leroy's Place. If you don't know, they are situated in Brooklyn, New York, and they have been doing puppet shows and puppet films for a few years now. And also in Brooklyn, they have a little art installation interactive museum slash store. And they've recently been making little plushy characters of some of their puppets and illustrations. So maybe we can magically put their link in our comment chat for Leroy's Place. So we saw Leroy's Place first. And then, after we saw Leroy's Place with the Candy Witch, we were visited by our very good friend, Mr. Bonetangles, currently situated in Austin, Texas. Many of my friends and fans following at home will recognize Mr. Bonetangles and some of his puppets from our Puppet Slams that happened in New Orleans, Louisiana for the past 4 or 5 years. I think he's been a stalwart companion and performer in my Puppet Slam in New Orleans, and it's been quite fun every time to see him come and hit the stage. All of his songs are original tracks that he writes the music and then performs with his puppets. And always a fan favorite, Mr. Bonetangles. So we saw a little piece from Mr. Bonetangles there from Austin, Texas. And then, wow. After that, we had a piece by Deborah Hunt from Puerto Rico. Now, if you don't know, Deborah Hunt has been instrumental in the puppetry scene in Puerto Rico and helped to revolutionize what they do down there. Does all sorts of fantastic projects and is a inspiration and mentor to puppeteers and artists all over the world. She travels all over the world instructing puppetry art and mask making and theater, and so huge honor and privilege to have Deborah Hunt here as part of our show. Now, part of her puppet slam is called Sobre la Mesa, which means on the table, and as I understand it, I've never been, but I've always wanted to go for many, many years now. But she poses a challenge to her puppeteers, and I think this year the challenge was egg, and then the puppeteers have to create a puppet piece on the table, sobre la mesa, concerning the challenge. So that was her piece, which was quite magnificent. I'm sure all of you enjoyed that. Remember, you can help support these artists by looking them up on Facebook and Instagram, following what they do. And also, if you want to give us some tips, there's a little link in the video below. You can, drop a couple more extra dollars and donate to the Wham Bam Puppet Slam, and then I can magically send that out through the internet and disperse it with all of our amazing entertainers tonight. And don't forget, another way that you can support this show is by simply supporting the Asheville Fringe Arts Festival. Go and see other puppet shows in the festival. And if you're enjoying this show, tell your friends. Post about it on Instagram and Facebook and say, I saw a wonderful show last night. Everyone needs to see it. It was fantastic! Because it is. Now, who wants to see more puppet shows? Should we see some more puppet shows? Let's see, is there any comments? Maybe we'll just end the show now. I can't hear you. Speak up in the back. No comments. No more puppet shows then. I guess that's it for tonight. Just kidding. Let's see. Roll it.
Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh, that's barrel. Oh, okay, let me look inside it. Okay, give it 1 second.
Oh, yes!
This is the story of two brothers.
Boo! Two for flinching, pussy!
Called upon to fight for their country.
Yo!
You sons of bitches better get your ass to Vietnam!
I can't go to Vietnam. I'm only 13.
It's okay, Joey. You can go to Canada with the rest of the pussies.
This is a story of true love.
Will you marry me?
Yes, yes. I love you, Joey. As soon as you get back home, we're gonna get married.
You're brothers. Both of you. Look after each other. You boys come home in one piece.
Yes, Grandma.
Welcome to Vietnam.
Viet fucking nam, nam 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 nam. 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 Viet fucking nam, nam 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 nam.
Well, looky here. Joey's back. From choking the chicken.
Yeah, I'm choking the chicken. What the hell else are we gonna eat for dinner? I feel really weird right now. No.
Oh no!
I need a fucking medevac now!
Mama, don't let your baby grow up to be a soldier boy. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be soldier boys. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be soldier boys. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be soldier boys.
Ralph!
Joey, I'm over here.
Ralph, oh my god! Ralph, we're gonna get out of here. You're gonna be okay. Just hang in there, Ralph.
I'm fucking dying, Joey.
You're gonna be okay.
Oh, hi, Joey. This is Sean.
Hey there, little soldier boy.
We're gonna have a baby.
What the hell?
Things have changed so much since you've been gone.
But I've only been gone for 3 weeks.
Come on, sweet cheeks. Let's lose this loser.
This is a story about broken hearts.
Joey! Joey! What the hell are you doing?
Joey,
Sean knocked me up.
you let me fucking die.
Snap out of it, Joey! Something just doesn't feel right about that day. I know it, Joey. I got the same feeling and I can't shake it.
Goddamn right something wasn't right about that day. We were experimental fucking guinea pigs. They drugged us. And then we fucking killed each other, man.
Oh no!
Uncle Sam set the whole thing up. If you don't believe me, I've got all the evidence right here.
I'm sorry, Ralph. I couldn't save you.
Boo!
Ah!
Joey, you need to avenge my fucking death. Otherwise, you'll always be a widow pussy.
This is an epic tale of sweet revenge.
Eat lead, motherfuckers!
Welcome to Viet Puppet Now.
Joey! I'll be out in a minute, Grandma!
Joey! I want you to serve your country. Otherwise, I'm gonna serve your grandmother. Coming soon.
Wow. Well, the show just keeps getting stranger and stranger, doesn't it? I hope you're having fun. I think my whole person got a little bit altered after that last batch of puppet shows. I turned into a virtual puppet. Look at me. Here I am, virtual puppet Toybox, coming to you live and in person. Wow. Well, in that set we saw a piece by our friend Ihan Hulagu, and he is from the U.S. Karagoz Theater Company. Ihan is bringing traditional Turkish shadow puppetry to the United States and doing shows all over. We got to meet him a few times and see his work in person. Quite spectacular. I love Ihan's work, so that was cool to see. Ihan and the Karagoz Theater Company, the U.S. Karagoz Theater Company. That's a traditional Turkish shadow puppet show, so that was awesome. And then after that, another installation from our friends at Digital Smoke Studios, and I believe that that piece by Digital Smoke Studios was also assisted by our good friend Poos the Puppet. Some of you that have seen our live versions of the Wham Bam Puppet Slam will remember fondly Poos the Puppet. And I believe at this point, Digital Smoke Studios has a perfect attendance award for contributing to all of our virtual slams so far. So if you haven't seen those, go back and watch the other puppet slams that we've done, and the pieces that they have contributed are very hilarious and often very strange and you know, maybe a little violent, who knows. And Digital Smoke Studios also has a YouTube page, so you can catch up on all of their shows on Digital Smoke Studios on YouTube, so go and see that. After that, there was a little piece from down in New Orleans by our good friend Lana, the flutterbug. And today is Lana's birthday, so happy birthday, Lana. Everyone wish Lana a happy birthday. She is also a regular member of our puppet troupe down in New Orleans, contributing to our puppet slams and our annual puppet festival, the New Orleans Giant Puppet Festival. So if you didn't know about that, maybe it'll happen in 2021, and you can come down to New Orleans and see a bunch of these people live and in person and see what sort of weirdness they get up to in New Orleans. And it's very fun. It's a highlight of my lifestyle, I know that. And then, after Lana, we saw a very special piece by our good friends from Cookie Tongue. Cookie Tongue are also from Brooklyn, New York, and quite magical beings. If you're not following Cookie Tongue, you need to fix that immediately. And Cookie Tongue also has a show here in the Asheville Fringe Festival, and in fact, it's happening right after this show. So if you liked what you saw there from Cookie Tongue, go and purchase tickets and see their show. It happens at 9 o'clock tonight, so you can see that after we're done here. So, yes, does anyone want to maybe, see another puppet show? Well, before we play the other puppet shows, let me just remind you that if you did like our show, tell all of your friends to see we have one more show. It's the same as this one, mostly. It's at Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So tell all your friends to come and see that. And also, if you want to add any tips, because you really liked someone and you want to give them some extra money, there's a link down below in the description so you can donate to the Wham Bam Puppet Slam, and that money will all go to our friends here tonight. Now, let's just play another set of amazing, mind-altering puppet shows that'll just melt your face off. How about that?
Signore e signori, ti do la signorina Helena de Carnage.
Love me deadly, kiss me deadly. This very special love can never be. Touch me deadly, hold me deadly. Look in my eyes and tell me what you see. You won't see love everlasting, ever bright and new for us to have and hold. Love that is gentle, love that's strong and warm for us alone to share. Love must be cherished, must be ours alone, or it will fade and die. Yes, it will die, and so will I. Love me evil, kiss me evil. This secret love I have is mine alone. Touch me evil, hold me evil. No longer can I call my soul my own. My darling, you must not give your precious love to me, or it will fade and die. Yes, it will die, and so will I. You must leave me, never see me. This secret love I have is mine alone. Darling, go now, for I know now that if you stay to love me, I'll love you dead.
guess it's a good time to mention that throughout our show you'll see several varieties of puppet theater and approaches to the art form. As you've noticed, we have a little bit of tabletop puppetry, some hand puppets, even some shadow puppets, and some marionettes. Those are puppets on strings. And then some unique forms maybe that we don't even have a category for. Some new and exciting things. We're trying to keep the show constantly different, constantly engaging, and very fun and interesting for you, our friends at home, and I hope that you appreciate that. I should also tell you that our show at this point is probably a little bit more than halfway, so we have a lot more to come, and you won't want to miss the grand finale because it is something that is truly spectacular. Now, in that last set of shows, what did we see there? Let me see if I can remember. We saw our good friends from Rasputin's Marionettes with a sort of spooky piece that began the set. Rasputin's Marionettes are based in Los Angeles, California, and again, those of you that know me and follow the things that I do, Rasputin has been one of our featured members of the New Orleans Puppet Festival for many years, and also a frequent contributor to our Puppet Slam there. So again, someone that we performed with quite a bit in New Orleans. That was Rasputin's Marionettes. So, take notes so you can follow all these people and find out their Venmos or PayPals and give them tips if you want. Or don't forget, you can tip right down below in the link provided directly to the show and, help us out. Because a lot of these people, this is their actual job. They try and wiggle around toys in front of people for money. After we saw Rasputin's Marionettes, we saw The Shadow Factory with Matt Sandbank do a quite funny piece. He is master of shadow puppetry. That piece is performed live by one person, so only one person is doing all of that manipulation. With the little piñata is the one I'm talking about, if you don't remember. Because I know, some of you out there, like Charlie, don't have good memories and can't think straight sometimes, so I'm recalling your memory. That was The Shadow Factory there we saw, with a quite hilarious and fun piece. And then also after that, we had another amazing piece from Puerto Rico. This one was from Brenda Plumey Morales, and she is doing some wonderful and exquisite work down in Puerto Rico, so we were very, very lucky to show that piece for you tonight. Now, I don't know what's up with this background. It's a little strange. Maybe we'll just go and play some more puppet shows.
It has been 1,000 space years since the brave lad enough to put the thing in there. I am Thomas Edison, architect of light and shadow, critically acclaimed author whose fictions always turn into fact. That's why I have more money than anyone else.
I have read your novel about the light bulb.
I have read all your movies.
Edison, what are your hobbies?
As king of the 11th dimension, I can arrange the strata of my organic structure at ease. so as to produce this melodious exchange.
Then nature is crime.
My crime's the domain of nature, which you may call God, who put the thing in there. The return of cellular matter upon death into money has been key in my dimensional transcendence.
Upstarts, you would unmake the whole of astronomy.
I refuse to touch long things.
You fellows have proven your worth. Take, these have been fine accompaniments in my ministerhood. Ever since I melted an axe murderer to save my lifeboat company. Take these enchantress shoes, with which you may summon GODRICK, a friend who can summon any problems.
Well, that was quite an interesting set of little puppet shows that we have there. Now, we're almost at our grand finale, and you won't want to miss it. But as some of you noticed there in the comments, I saw that first piece featured my good friend GODRICK. Now, as you know, Toybox and GODRICK have a long and deep and fascinating history. We've gone on many adventures and done some incredible things together, and I'm sure that it won't be the last. I'm sure we're teaming up again in the future. So stay tuned for that, Toybox and GODRICK's further adventures. I'm telling you this because it is going to happen. We're in development now. And GODRICK has his own shows, so you can go and check those out. Just search for GODRICK on Facebook, and you'll find all of it. And a really fun thing there in GODRICK's show was that Brian Feldman also makes an appearance. Now, if you don't know, Brian Feldman also has a show in the Fringe Festival. And I just got this in. His show happened at the same time as ours, and it is hilarious and fun, obviously. So, maybe you can catch that on Sunday. Brian Feldman's text comedy show. Go and see that. He was in the show with GODRICK, so you know it's going to be good. Now, after that, we saw another little piece from our good friend Lana, the flutterbug from crudethings. Search her on Etsy. She has a shop. You can find all sorts. One of the most prolific and amazing artists I've ever met in my life. Also, if you tour the city of New Orleans, you can see murals by Lana all over the place. They're all over all the time. I'm seeing her updates, and there's new murals going up all the time, but she makes costuming and wigs, doll maker, puppet maker, painter, designer. I can't even keep up with all of the things that she does. Amazing, amazing human being. And today is her birthday, so if you see Lana, give her one of those little, she's in New Orleans, so pin a couple dollars to her lapel or something. I don't know, it's something they do down there. You know what I'm talking about. That give us money, that's what I'm talking about. There's a tip link below. Just put the money in there and I'll disperse it. I'll give it to anyone. Now, also, after we saw another piece by Lana, I really liked that other thing that we saw from Matt Sandbank and the Shadow Factory, so I thought we'd bring him back and show another shadow puppetry piece, the one with the T-Rex. Delightful, right? You loved it, I can tell. Now, where are we? We're almost at our grand finale. We just have a few more pieces to go. I know you're all sad, but are you ready to see some more puppet shows? Are you excited to see more puppet shows? Should we play more puppet shows? Let's do it.
take care of that. If you don't wash that out, you'll get impetigo.
I kind of hate being filmed. I don't even know I'm here.
Yeah, the reason she said that is because she wasn't there.
Okay, just state your name, age, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Kendra, 17. My mother is Cuban. My dad is dead.
I'm Tracy, 17. I love food, technology, drawing, video games.
Lucia, 17. Let's see, I've had the worst year of my entire life.
Tynan, 16. My goal is to become more useless to regular people.
I don't think there's smoking allowed in here.
Stop me.
Who do you mean by regular people?
You.
See this eyeball? It's how I feel about this year's election. Total migraine.
You seem to hate a lot of things. Would you consider yourself a nihilist?
What, like Nietzsche's? No. Philosophy is stupid. I don't really care what people think about anything.
What the hell is that? What happened to you? You're the girl who introduced me to death rock.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm just sick of people who can't play their instruments.
That shit is why punk exists.
Punk won the battle. Anyone can make music. See where that has gotten us?
Whatever. Yes.
What?
Original oppressive, never mind the bullocks.
Fucking boy band.
Oh shit.
Huh.
You wouldn't like it. It's too immature for your refined sensibilities.
Rudimentary Peanut. Death Church. That's a good album.
Ew.
What's your problem?
You're really losing touch. Was that a punchline? You're making me feel like I'm in a sitcom.
Kill yourself.
Do you practice witchcraft?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
It's not polite to talk about religion and politics in public.
Do you believe in witchcraft?
I don't know. No.
I've had a hard time getting Kendra and Nixie to open up about their dealings with witchcraft. Can you tell me more?
I'll try. I'm no expert, and that's probably why I'll run my mouth off. You might want to ask Tynan about that.
Witchcraft as we commonly know it today is based on the Gardnerian tradition out of England in the 1950s, but that doesn't interest me much.
I'm interested in power. I like harnessing the energies that creep and lurk in the cracks of science. You know, like crystals and shit.
So you don't subscribe to the same principles as the rest of your friends?
Not really. It just seems like some self-centered hipstery clique of style divas and amateur witches, playing with things they don't fully understand.
My knowledge is more of the Hermetic tradition. Alchemy, Kabbalah, Neoplatonism.
This altar, can you tell me about this?
This is Kendra's, so I can't fully give you her reasoning. I wouldn't let you photograph my altar.
Are you goth?
I'm gonna go now.
Later, losers!
Attention, attention, citizen R3515T. You have been reported for violation of the NG9 Safe Citizen Proximity Ordinance. A full investigation into your location records is underway. For your safety, and the safety of all valuable citizens, your City Credit Coin account has been suspended. For your safety, and the safety of all NG9 Peace Enforcement officers, your citizen contact threat level has advanced to Stage 5. End of transmission.
A technocratic priest class, essentially, that have appointed themselves Emperor of the Universe, who want to be able to control every transaction, every interaction between every human on the planet, as every tyrant throughout history, as I'm sure, has lusted after. But that is now becoming technologically feasible through centralization of control in the digital space. And if they achieve that, it's going to be exceptionally difficult to fight our way out of it.
Slavery being one of them. Once you get to that realization, you can be at peace. 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 There are worse things than death.
If you don't have a community that underlies that, then it doesn't work. It does not work. Community is the bedrock of it. You have to be in community with other people in order for any of this to function properly. It is interacting peer-to-peer directly with other people, whether that be digitally, but hopefully as well in real life, physically, in communities. There's very little that the human species will be able to do in terms of resistance once that control has been consolidated and the structures, the infrastructure for that centralization is in place.
When you take away everything, what do you have left to lose? You've taken away everything from me, so what do I have left to lose? What do I have left to lose? What do I have left to lose?
Attention, attention, citizen R3515T. The NG9 Peace Enforcement Investigations Unit have evaluated your location records and have cited you with 3 counts of direct defiance of the NG9 Safe Citizen Proximity Ordinance. Your City Credit Coin account will remain in suspension for the period of 3 debt cycles. Any further violation of city ordinance within this probational period will result in immediate disconnection from the NG9 City Resource Grid. End of transmission. Citizens of Nuclear 9, own city credit, fast. Attention, Citizen R3515T. You have been randomly selected by the NG9 Greater Good Citizen Resource Conservation Lottery. Your housing unit is scheduled for immediate disconnection from the NG9 City Resource Grid. This message is brought to you by the NG9 Power to the People Resource Conservation Initiative. End of transmission.
And we go dumpster fire, dumpster fire, dumpster fire, dumpster fire. Oh, my. 2021 is going to be fantastic. We're gonna take care of everything. We're gonna pay all our bills. We're gonna pay you back. I swear to God, I'm gonna pay you back all that money I borrowed from you, and you'll give you back double.
Yes! Another amazing set of puppet performances there. We saw a piece called The Spooky Girls by Hand in the Shadow. Very good old friends of mine. Friends out there might recognize them also as Nightshade. Nightshade, Hand in the Shadow. They've performed in many events that I've been a part of over the years, including the New Orleans Puppetry Festival and also the Leaf Festival. So anyone that's come to Leaf Festival has seen them. They've been coming for quite a long time, probably maybe close to 10 years. They've been part of our Leaf family as well. So that's the Lake Eden Arts Festival. Very interesting and beautiful puppets and set and filmmaking. A lot of work went into the Spooky Girls. You can tell. Thank you, Sarah and Jason, for contributing. Beautiful. We loved it. And very funny. After that, we saw another piece by Pharaoh Mosey, another trip to New Gomorrah 9. We played a piece by Pharaoh Mosey in a previous Puppet Slam, and it was quite well received, and we like what they're doing quite a bit. Also, very intricate miniatures and set design, and quite an intriguing plot. So follow Pharaoh Mosey on YouTube and on Instagram and find out what happens in New Gomorrah 9. It's a new dystopian sci-fi epic by Pharaoh Mosey, so you want to follow that and see all the things that are happening and what transpires. Now, after that, we saw another piece by our good friend Mr. Bonetangles, wishing us a happy new year, and I thought that that was a perfect piece to include as we skate along here into our grand finale for the evening. Now, before we go, just a couple things. Don't forget, if you liked our show, please tell your friends to buy tickets. Stress how important it is for them to purchase tickets. We have one more show on Sunday. That is at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And also support the rest of the Fringe Festival. There's other puppet shows happening. Some of our performers that were in tonight's show, like Brian Feldman and Cookie Tongue, also have shows in the Fringe Festival, so go and see what their whole show is. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Also, This is super important. You should be getting an email from the Fringe Festival so that you can nominate us here at the Wham Bam Puppet Slam for some big awards. So we really want to win all those awards this year. So don't forget when you get the email to vote for the Wham Bam Puppet Slam as your fan favorite or fringiest of the fringe, whatever you want to do, but vote for us when you get that email because those awards are so important to us all. So, if we win that award, then everyone in the show can say that they won that award because we're all part of this together. But we can't do it without you. So please, vote. Too bad we didn't have that gift ready. Now, don't forget to vote. Donate if you would like in the link below. Follow all the artists that were in our show. I thank you so much for coming. And now, my friends, sadly it is time for me to go, but I couldn't leave you without this. The grand finale, a visit once again by our friends in Brooklyn, New York, Leroy's Place.
In a cave in a mountain, topped with lumpy marshmallows, all gooey and sticky and squishy in your toes, lives a curious young creature who is hardly extinct. Deluxe is a loner and a scholar of sorts. He's big and clumsy. His arms super short. With a cave to himself, he has space to invent, to study, observe, and conduct experiments. Yes, Deluxe is a dinosaur, more certainly alive, eager, inquisitive, and kind of lonely inside. Not so long ago, when he still lived at home, his family meals were meaty with magical bones. Unicorn on the cob, frosted unicorn flakes. No matter the meal, unicorn was all they ate. Night after night, when this family ate supper, Deluxe saw their meals as a stomach messer-upper. He was hungry for knowledge, not a unicorn on blue. Eating these creatures was something you just couldn't do. Deluxe was undoubtedly different, and he wouldn't pretend. Maybe at Marshmallow Mountain, he'd find unicorn friends.
Alright, unicorns, let's slay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going.
Do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do,
I see ya.
mi, so, mi, do, go, up.
Yeah.
Do, re, mi,
Watch your
fa,
horns.
so, fa, mi,
Feel the
re,
burn.
do, mi, so, mi, do,
Yeah.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'll take care of this dumpy dino.
What you looking at, Willis? You trying to sneak up and kill us? You sneaky creep, you a villain. Why don't you mind your own business? You so old, you Jurassic. Your pickle breasting like plastic. You think your swagger's been bastic straight out of National Geographic. You colossally awful. You fossil smell like falafels. And those two hoes you call nostrils be straight up drawn by Picasso.
Rejected, dejected. Deluxe returned to his cave. How could he convince the unicorns? He just wanted to play. Deluxe is a thinker and a tinkerer, a maker of things. If only he had a horn on his head and some magical wings.
What is up with this guy? Don't he know he a dino?
Hey there, buddy. You really want to play with us? We know, we know. And who can blame you? We're the cool kids. We know, we know, we know, we know. But you're really big and we're really small. We're really tiny and you're super, super tall. But if we were dancing and you were to fall, you would crush us without even realizing it at all. Or even worse, you might get hungry and chew us to death, so you can brag about the sin of unicorn on your breath. So just to be safe and to be fair, we'll play over here while you play over there. Keep going. That's not far enough. Just a little bit more.
Why didn't that work? He was trying so hard. Well, these unicorns were stubborn and wouldn't let down their guard. How could he show he wanted friendship, not food? He needed a sweet idea to lighten the mood. A fresh gooey treat would surely do the trick. A concoction so delicious with some marshmallow kick. Deluxe would show he's no unicorn of war. He would share his favorite, a plate of dino s'mores.
This guy again?
Oh, what's he got now? Hey, you know, it actually smells kind of good.
Oh, no, he didn't. You idiot, degenerate, Primitive reptilian, silly, clumsy, dino dummy. Run home and cry to your mummy. You ain't ever gonna fit in with us. Unicorns making music with Dino Deluxe. I know it must be a dream to you, but it'll never, ever, ever come true. That was crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was. Thank you, Dino Man, for the save. Hey, the sound that machine made was bananas! Do you think you could give it another crank? I have an idea. Yeah. Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing?
Yeah. I know where you're going with this. I think we ready for a beat.
Yeah, that's it.
And now, some vocals.
We found a brand new beat.
Brand new beat.
And it's showing us a better way to be. We each representing different melodies, but we can all fit together like harmony.
What?
Finally, music. We should have known all along. They can all be different and still sing the same song.
1, 2, 3, hit it!
See, friends don't let friends eat up as friends. And you, my dear Dino, force me to look from within. And why am I so salty when you only show love? Force me to take the higher route and start to change who I was.
Harmony. Just sing your song, find your voice, and then use it. And you're falling right where you belong.
Everybody, come on.
Yummy free cookie, give a bully your belly, bully your belly, bully your belly, full of yummy free cookie, give a bully your belly, bully your belly, bully your belly, full of yummy free cookie, give a bully your belly, bully your belly, bully your belly, full of yummy free cookie. Friends, don't let friends eat friends, don't let friends eat friends, don't let friends eat friends. 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 Don't let friends eat friends.